Hey everybody, welcome to my latest Madden 19 video. This video here is a weekend league game I had with my all gold team. This is the Golden Squad. This was a really tight game I had with this opponent. Going to get it rolling now. I streamed it on Twitch. If you guys ever want to check out my Twitch, I'm just starting to get going over there, so I been messing around with it. I had music playing in the background, so I had to mute it to do the play-by-play, or, talk through this video here. This opponent gave me a hell of a fight. It was, he didn't have the greatest team in the world, and being his weekend league is open this weekend, so it was, there's all my 79s. Those are my three best players. I got an all-gold team, of course, in this series. And here he is. He's not super awesome or anything. So, but he's got a better team than I do. So we are going to come out here and see what we can do. After this game, I lost like 5 games in a row. They weren't even close. So this one here was kind of my best one for Thursday. Looks like I was getting a little bit of lag here, or not lag, but the video was cutting in and out a little bit here. The quality's not the greatest in the world. We come out strong though. We come out trying, our basic plays we run on our good team. See if we could get anything going against the guy. So your basic stuff. Come out, gonna try to establish a drive against him because his team is not very good. So we just got to take what we can get. Stay very basic. Lamar Jackson, 77 overall gold, is very inaccurate. So it's pick your poison with him. If you run with him, he's pretty decent, but he's so inaccurate, it's unreal. I have so many bad passes with him. But that's what you expect with a gold player. Part of the fun of doing this series is to see how well I can do, and I've noticed by doing this, got a nice run there, and then I went out of bounds because I couldn't control him back. He's too hard to control. But I noticed by doing these games that it makes me a better player with my good team that I have. I also have a New England themed team, which is getting a lot better. I got to get some of the playoff players in there yet. Here we are. We're coming out. We're starting to get a drive going. We're going to run our motion, and we're going to get him wide open. It's a nice, one of the few decent plays that Jackson threw in the 5 or 6 games I played. He threw some pretty bad ones. If his feet aren't 100% set, he's like 20 yards inaccurate. So I don't recommend using him unless you're trying something like this. Here was I should have moved the tight end out to block instead of moving the wide receiver in. That was a dumb call. He's coming after me now, blitzing. But we're going to come back and try to establish again. I feel like we can run on this guy, but we got to keep him honest. So we're going to keep plugging away at it. Bring our guy in. This is, we're going to be running a draw up the middle. I didn't even do that spin. The guy did it himself. But he got decent yards with it. Now we're at 3rd and 6. With this team, it feels like you're always in 3rd and long, or you just there's not a ton of big plays to be had when you got an all gold team. So if you keep that shit in mind, you don't drive yourself too nuts. There, I got a good read. Took it in for a touchdown. Chair's a little squeaky today. I need to oil that fucker. Going to go for our 2, and of course it lags us right at the last second. We missed the damn thing. Come out here and do the normal kickoff and I got to thinking I should kick it out of bounds with this team, but he downed it on the one, which he got screwed on that play. I felt bad for him, but we're going to see if he knows how to stop this blitz. I've been running the 3-4 bear blitz. Come out and set it up by spreading your line, pinching your line. And on this one is a man-to-man, so you don't shade underneath, but then you bring your guy over here and then you hold the R2 button. And it works to perfection here. Bam. You didn't stand a chance. Now later in the game, he's going to figure that out a little bit more, and we have to kind of pull off, and he starts picking us apart. This feast or famine with this team. So that play we were happy to get. Went up 8-0. Going to come out here and try to eat clock and move the ball, put some more points on the board. Don't get over crazy with it. Well, normally I would cut this video down more, but I don't blame you guys if you want to fast forward through the huddle part, but the way I have the system set up right now, it's a pain in the ass, so I'm going to change it back to the way I normally do it, but this video will be a little bit longer. So what I might do is just maybe I'll split it in half, I don't know, probably not. Probably just post the whole thing and hope people watch it. There, the triangle was wide open, but I couldn't get my movement down right to move and actually hit the button. It was fucking wide open though. He probably would have missed it anyway. Our opponent's doing a pretty good job of keeping us locked down to where we got to take a little bit at a time. So I'm going to come out and try our pitch again there. I just cut it in on accident. I was trying to hit the R2 and burst, and I bursted right back to the right into the damn tackle. So you're going to go ahead and go for it since we're at the 46-yard line, and this is just, you know, you got to try to get ahead because these players tend to wear out faster. This team is fun to play with, but frustrating at the same time. So we like this 689, I believe it's called. Come out here and set our quick routes. I should have thrown it to R1. That was bad read in the heat of the moment there. I could see that he was coming, and I wanted to try to give him just a little bit more time to get open. I waited too long. Here we're going to set our blitz again. I believe he starts to figure it out here with the, well, not this play. He gets a good run, but later he starts to hit me with the streaks, so that's when I have to change out of that system. He starts to figure it out, but you'd be surprised how many guys can't block this blitz. There, I left it wide open. That fucking killed me right there. And we're just going to come out here and try to keep him, make him earn every inch of what he gets here. That was terrible user on my part. I should have stayed on the inside of that route and I would have had a pick. Maybe. These guys tend to drop the ball a lot. There, almost got the kick. It's a pretty standard weekend league game. It's just with two lower rated teams here. And excuse me, it's just, this game was fun. I got to admit it was kind of fun. I don't know how I didn't get tackled there to begin with, but every once in a while you get a break. just going to come back out here and try to establish things and get a bigger cushion here. It's a little, the game tightened up after starting 8-0. There we got the block and then ran right into the back of our blocker. That could have been a much bigger play. Not very often I play guys that actually come out in man. I didn't notice that when I was playing the game. I wish I would have. I would have tried to do something a little different with that. But he's probably smart playing some man coverage against an all-gold team. Their user came inside too quick. I took it out. Got our first down. There looked like he was coming after me on the wrong side there, so that was a good call on my part there. You'll notice the scroll rolling across the bottom here. This is my Twitch scroll, so if you ever want to check me out there, the link's down below in the description here. Check out my Twitch channel and follow me. I'd really appreciate it. There, I just ran in the back of the blockers. There was a hole there to the left. I just fucking missed it completely. When I was playing this game, it was like 3 in the morning. Yeah, I'm recording this video right now. It's like 6:15 in the morning. I haven't been to sleep yet, trying to get some games in because I wanted to goof around with this team in weekend league for a while before I play my regular weekend league games. There, his defense stuffed me big time. That hurts when you end up with 3rd and 14 with this team. It's just really hard to overcome that. So we're going to come out here in the spread double slants. This play seems to burn a lot of guys, so I use it. I had it used against me several times, but before I started using it, because it never really looked like that effective of a play to me until I started running it. And it's surprisingly effective. Look at that pass. I mean, that was a regular bullet pass. It just floated. His passing is just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Thinking about trying a different gold quarterback out. I got Trubisky as a backup. He passes a little bit better, but I want somebody with some mobility. So if anybody watching this video has any ideas. There we had a go to blue screen there for a minute on our game for some reason. That black screen will be gone here in a minute. Just got a nice run there. Inside zone. He was coming after me. Probably should have been able to break that for a touchdown. Yeah, it's doing that shit again. I don't know why it kept doing that. It kept flashing to a blue screen on my game. It's never really done that before. But here we are. We got a drive going together here. I'm going to take off and run. That's one thing Jackson's good at is scrambling. So it's just don't get hit with him because he'll fumble. There's taking a while to call the play. Come out and spread everything out. Try to get a little bit of a quick run in here. See if we can hit something. So you can tell by what his user did there that he was planning on me passing. So that was a nice call. I was happy with that. Taking time, running clock, trying to increase our lead here. Just keeping him spread out. Tried to draw play. Should have had better yards on that play. Here he pauses it for some reason. I don't know why guys always do that. So we're just gonna sit here while he's paused. And I didn't. For a minute, I thought he was gonna quit. I was like, why in the hell would you quit when you're only down by one? And it's a good thing he didn't. This game ends up going both ways there for a while. Video quality's kind of choppy there. Gotta work on that a little bit. Here we're gonna come out, try to hit him with the fullback dive. He's ready for it. If my kicker wasn't so bad, I'd have went for the field goal there, but he's not that good, so we're gonna have to go for it. Trying to find a decent play to run here. Make sure we get a yard. So we're going to go with our pitch play that everybody runs. Right now here, I'm hoping that tight end gets his seal block on the outside so I can score. And bam, everybody gets blocked. We take it in. So that was a good call. Good play. Luckily it blocked. One of the few times we get some decent blocks with this team. Actually make a field goal right down the middle. I about went into shock. Now we're up 15-7, feeling pretty good, and feeling if I can slow him down here, that maybe he'll end up quitting and I'll get a win with this shitty team. We stopped Dion there. I don't know what level Dion that was, but it wasn't that good. But even his lower level ones are good kick returners, so we were happy to stop him. Now we're trying to figure out a way to bluff the blitz and go into coverage. Excuse me. It's been a long day. So we're bluffing the blitz here. I'm going to drop back into coverage, but unfortunately, he gets that catch when that should have been a pick. If that would have been a little bit better corner, we would have gotten a pick there. So we're going to come back out and go after him again. By this point, he's figuring this blitz out. I should have gotten out of it. It's right there. Catches the ball. He could have got me in two different spots there. Over the top would have been wide open for a touchdown too. So trying to hold him here. 5 seconds to go, and this is getting a little hairy. This is a huge couple plays in the game, or the last play. I can't remember if this is the last play of the half or not, but this is huge implication later in the game. Bam, he gets it wide open with no time left. Killer. That hurt. That one hurt really bad. I mean, no doubt about it. If we would have been able to hold him there for that last 5 seconds, probably would have pulled out an easier victory, or a victory period, since I don't know what the fuck that first guy was thinking there, why he didn't go after him for the tackle. He just kind of ran right past him. But then, unfortunately, I got to kick the ball back to him after halftime, so that gives him a chance to get down and take the lead here. But does he? Don't know. You have to watch. They were trying to, what the fuck I was doing, setting something on the stream or something when we don't get our play in. So this hurts because then he keeps us in this play for a little while. Trying to adjust out of it. He knows he's got us in a bad situation. He hits with a screen. That was a great call by him. There we were able to get the detaining tackle. So all in all, this team tackles pretty good for an all-gold team. I've had decent luck with it. There we get a good stop, but it gets the first down. See here, he's going to no huddle us and keep us in this defense. Even though we've audibled and adjusted out of it, he still got us where we don't want to be. And this one kills because I saw that coming and I didn't get back up fast enough. My guy's just too damn slow. So that's where having a gold player hurts. We were going to go to the cover 2 sink, hoping to catch something, catch him throwing something over the middle, and we just get ripped right down the middle. At this point, we took the time out to try to slow down his momentum and try to figure out a different defense. So we come out in the cover 3 with the 4 down lineman, trying to get him to make a mistake. We're covering the hard flats with our defensive ends, so we got the field covered pretty good, and then bam, right there, man, I was pushing triangles and it didn't give me any, didn't even jump for it. I could understand if it would have went over his head if we'd at least tried for it, but here I spread everything out, come in, bam, we get a fumble. Freaking lucky. Extremely huge break. There he pauses again here. I think he's going to quit, but not going to happen. So we lock into it here, thinking, okay, this is our drive to take our time, go down, and score. So we're going to work on moving the ball and chewing clock at the same time and hope that we can get into the end zone and spread this out a little bit. Come out here in a basic tight formation. Was hoping to be able to sneak that to the outside on him, but his guys played it well. And come out here and keep in the tight formation. See if we can work something on the outside. So doing this deuce close stretch play, which I don't use very often, but I thought it might get out on him because he's pinched in tight with me. And we're going to come out and try to hit him over the top. Our goal with this play is to roll out and hit square over the top. It's there. It's a possibility. And boom, totally inaccurate. I was throwing that out to the right of him so he would lead to the ball, but he's just too inaccurate on the run. Which, like I've said a million times, that's what you got to expect from a gold quarterback. So we're going to go ahead and punt it. Time we're going to punt it. Tried to punt it out of bounds, but it didn't work. So we get the nice tackle there. Now we got to try to keep him from getting any points here. Just working it. Got to keep him out of the end zone on this drive. That was such a terrible user move. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Really wish I would have dropped back sooner on that play or stayed back. That could have been an easy pick. There was just a nice straight pass. I mean, that's what you want to call against that defense. Here he is huddling, no huddling me again. I was getting a little pissed. Making all my adjustments, trying to keep him from... I got to be honest, right now I'm worried about him running with his quarterback, and then he made a mistake. And then we took it to the house. Eli Apple's 79 overall, I believe a zero chill card. He's got really good speed, but that's about it. But he did the job there, so that was huge for us to spread the gap here. Now we're going to go up 22-13 with 58 seconds left. We're feeling pretty good about this game. Really good. But keep watching because this game gets hairy again. You think a 9-point lead would be sufficient this late in the game, but anything can happen with the all gold squad. I was debating on running dollar there, but I decided to go back to the 44, see if I can get him to make another mistake by throwing the quick pass. Trying to send our ends out to cover the flats, so we got everybody out there. This is just a freaking good read on his part. Really good read. The way Madden is, if you don't get pressure, you're going to get beat. I got too far out of the pressure game because he hit me a couple times. I should have kept coming after him. That should have been a pick right there. Again, I was pushing the triangle, never got anything. Here he thinks he's got me in something again, which he kind of does. He's moving the ball on me, but I'm setting everything. I mean, I got all the zones covered. It's just a matter of usering good. He's killed me twice on the user. There is the quarterback run I was waiting for. If you know when number 7's there, you're eventually going to get some of that. Wouldn't do me any good to spy anybody on him much anyway, because no one's fast enough on this team to keep up with him. There he runs again. Now we're into the fourth quarter. He's about to score, and we're in a really tight battle here. Pretty fun weekend league game. Come out in the same defense, trying to bait him into making a mistake. And bam, wide open. Nobody even fucking covered that zone. Ridiculous. As you can see, there should have been somebody there. And he's going for 2 again. Or for the touchdown, I guess. That's right, he got screwed again on that play. That's twice this guy got screwed by not getting in the end zone, but he remedied that right there with his Vic. So we're gonna get a chance to keep our lead with 3:39 left. So we're gonna get the ball back here and start a drive and try not to turn the ball over. Get a good block here, but I fucked up and spinned around wrong. Here I'm trying to look through my book and see if I got anything I want to try on him that I haven't really tried. Hoping to maybe just score here and put this thing out of reach, but come back with our pitch, and right there I got sucked back to the inside and just trying to sprint to the outside. So we're going to keep trying to get the ball moving. It's not going so good so far. Come out here, watching that clock ever so closely, trying to get this weekend league win with the all gold team. But right here we got a good run. Juked. The problem with juking with the gold player is the fact that when they juke, they take so long to get reset, usually that juke ends up getting you tackled. If I had a juke there with one of my better running backs on my other team, I would have been gone for a touchdown. But that's the way it is, so that's part of the enjoyment of trying this team out, is to learn such things. There I tried to come back against the grain and got whacked. If I would have been able to pull that off, I would have been gone for a touchdown, but I totally admit I'm afraid to throw the ball at this point with Jackson because he's so inaccurate. I really just don't want to have to throw the ball. Here we get a nice fullback run. We're going to let it wind down to the 2-minute warning and see if we can run the rest of this timeout. Sorry there's no game sound. Like I said, I had to mute it because of the music that I had playing in the background on Twitch. It'll get me in trouble on YouTube, so I had to mute the video and then replay it, and now I'm recording it so I can post it. 3rd and 1. Nice play on our part here. Should have freaking scored there. That's another example of what I was saying, where you juke and it takes too long to reset. That should have been 6. That should have been the game, but it's not, as you can see. So we just keep trying. We're doing a good job with the clock. We're moving the ball. Feeling pretty confident that we got a good chance to win this game. There, we were one block away from springing one. Now the opponent's smart here. He started using his timeouts. It's going to help him big time. Here I'm thinking spread it out and then run the ball. So that's my thinking with this formation, is to try to hit him thinking pass, even though I should have thought at the time that he's probably not thinking pass. So we get the block, but he gets to shed. So that was a killer. We should have probably thrown it on that down. If we could have just scored a touchdown here, we'd have locked this game up, but we don't. So, not to give away anything. You still want to, if you're still here watching the video, you definitely want to watch the rest of it, because the ending is a nightmare. For me, anyway. There I should have probably had a touchdown. Or, I guess hindsight would be he could have had a pick, but my guy had the inside there. He probably should have caught it. So 4th and 7. I could have went for 3, but I knew that wasn't going to make that big of a deal, or at least I thought so. And I probably would miss it anyway with this kicker, so I decided to risk it and go for the win. And then we get the inaccurate pass. That was supposed to be floated up over top of the farthest receiver. We get lucky here and catch him because he's stupid and showing off. But it gets him in field goal range, so pretty much how this one's going to end is he's going to burn down some time and kick a field goal. But we'll get a chance one more time at the ball here. See if we can get some Madden luck. They were trying to simulate that we're coming in with the safety, and then I get sucked into the damn line. God, I need to grease this chair. It's getting very loud. And this mic's damn near all the way turned down. It picks up every little noise. Here he's going to take his 3, wind the clock down, or he's trying to get me to call the timeout that I have left, but I'm not going to do it. So he runs the time down to 22 seconds. Then he comes out and runs a play. He's pretty good clock management on his part. Just doing all he can to run that clock out. I'd be doing the same thing. We got a heater coming in there to take down the running back. We use our timeout. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of time to try to win. We're hoping he shanks the kick, of course. If one time it's going to glitch for him, we want it to be right here. And it doesn't come, so find ourselves we find ourselves down 23 to 22, and this is our game to lose, and we are about to. So we come in and see if we can get anything done in the last 15 seconds here. Get a nice kick return, and then gives us 12 seconds to try to get lucky. And I go to the spread formation, 5 receivers, not 5 wide receivers, but whenever I run this play, the R1 has a tendency to get open if you lead the ball to the inside. And this is really close to getting me a score. If I'd have waited just a second longer, I'd have been able to win this one. Of course, there wasn't enough time to down it out. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. Hit that like and sub if you would, please, and we'll catch you on the next one.